Here are some just general tips to help you, not get burnt out and not get bored. So first things first, it's sometimes creating music, hearing the sound in your head and being able to do it. It takes a lot of time to be able to close the gap on what that sounds like. So you hear it in your head and you can actually materialize it in your DAW in Logic. So just take your time. Don't worry about it. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're always going to be growing. Get addicted to learning and growing in your craft, and you'll definitely have a fun time doing it. And here's another thing that's actually super important that will save your life, like literally will save your life. Say you have this big project that is amazing and you're like, yes, this is going to be great. And then Logic crashes. You forgot to save. Don't forget to save. Command S will always be your best friend. Save regularly. Just avoid. You just never know, like if the program's going to crash. Varying factors can actually make it crash. So Command S, save your tracks, save your sessions, and even save multiple versions of your sessions. There's many ways you can do that. Another thing that is actually kind of cool that will help you become a better songwriter and a better producer is actually taking breaks. I often will take a break to go and wash the dishes. I often will take a break to, just do something else that is not music related. And that will help your brain actually process the things you're trying to solve and process the problems you're trying to solve, but then also to give your ears a break when you're listening, and it'll just you can come back to the session with fresh ears. So that's one thing you want to make sure you do, is take a lot of breaks and continue watching tutorials like this. You'll always pick up new things. I love to watch other people creating stuff online. I love to watch people, just how they do it, because I get inspired by that. It's a great way to learn and a great way to grow as well as a producer. So make sure you're always learning and you're watching these tutorials or watching people in the studio, learn about other artists, learn about how they're creating their story and that kind of thing. It's a really cool thing to be able to do, and there's a lot of people who are trying to help out in doing this online. Okay, so this might actually seem like, okay, Kirk, I'm not gonna actually do this. And it's actually read the manual, because there's a lot of things in the manual that most people don't even use. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of things that are in the manual that I don't even use. So I got to continue to read the manual as well and learn all of these things. So take some time to actually read the manual for Logic Pro, and you could actually even find tools to help you kind of like read it to you or all of that kind of stuff. So read the manual and actually take what you read and apply it right away, because then you can get really quick in Logic and actually maybe even make some videos that I can watch and be inspired by. And here's the last thing, and this is something that's actually made me, and here's the last thing, this is something that's actually kept me doing this for years and years and years, and it's the fact that I always experiment. I always play this game, like the what if game, like what if I tried this? What if I use this synth in the way that it's not supposed to be used, or use this plugin in the way that it's not technically supposed to be used? What if I did that? And just have fun, experiment with Logic Pro. There's going to be a whole bunch of things you're going to make mistakes on. There's going to be some things that won't actually sound good that you try. But then sometimes you will land on something that sounds incredible and you are like, oh snap, you're like not supposed to use that plugin that way, or not supposed to record in this way, but it's crazy. I'll give you an example. For example, I have my track Lay It Down, and again, if you haven't heard it, check it out in the link in the description and also in the pinned comment down below. So almost there. Okay, so for example, I used a snare as the lead for this track. So let's go ahead and just listen to it really quick. So this is actually a snare drum. It's actually this right here. Let me just show you. It's a snare drum. That's what it is. It's a snare from Sophie, shout out Sophie, and that made the lead. That's the actual lead. Hard. That's so hard. So yeah, have fun, experiment. Don't feel like, learn the rules and then break the rules of making music, and you'll go so far. So if you like this video and you made it this far, thank you so much. And I hope you like this video and subscribe it and share it to a friend that's also learning how to produce, and leave a comment below on what you want me to go deeper in the next video. Peace.